free throw, good. Hard accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment. Good, he hits again. 71 points and no end in sight.
The young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, stand...
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our cup. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. Now here's MP. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. Count it. We've had this one circled on our calendars. Two great teams with stars leading the way, Grant.
Oh, B.A., tonight is what the NBA is all about. Elite teams with top-end talent. And that's given this game almost a playoff feel.
On the wing, MP. Brunson defending. MP, that one's good.
Tell you what, nice mid-range shot there from MP, and that'll open things up for him on the floor.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The kick out to Brunson. Takes a 13-footer. McDaniels with the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
That one goes in.
That's a confident, bad young man right there, MP. Unafraid to show off his handle.
Clarkson outside. Back to Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses, Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max, Clark.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
Here's Towns, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. And Brunson with the bucket on the assist from Towns. Brunson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
And here's MP from outside. And again for 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs, now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. New York also changing it up. Hart comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in for Clarkson. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Ingles. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Clark. And MP subbed in for Shannon. Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's McBride. 15 in his last outing. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside.
Run, but he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much. So on the floor for New York, filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McBride in at the point. Here's Clarkson, following the score by Minnesota. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
MP makes his move and gets through on the drive.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Bridges outside. Inside, Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most made threes in a season.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's MP. He's got 21. Oh, the tower with the power move.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
McBride passes to Bridges. Towns outside. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second. Hart with a screen on MP. From downtown, Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 3.
And they can run out the clock here.
Good! Another from 3.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long.
Well, the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of long hours and a lot of reps behind the scenes.
MP getting it done for Minnesota. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famich. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie, I said famich.
They've had some success. And how about we move it on? Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And here's Brunson. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. MP is out there with Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys?
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Bridges with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Let's go with a 3. Bridges misses.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Oh, MP from deep range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Bridges passes to Robinson, and here's Brunson from the arc. Fires in the triple. Brunson's got 9.
Well, they hit a 3 at the other end, that's right, and Brunson decides, I'm giving it right back to him. Bang!
Money. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Brunson, a good look. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
Towns a screen on MP. And Brunson won't miss many of those. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking.
MP shot is good.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Here's Brunson. Brunson turns on the Jets.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
MP with it. He's got 36 points. Sinks the tray.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Minnesota with some changes. Naz Reid comes in for Gobert, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for McDaniels. Hart's checked in for New York. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, B.A., way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Pass to Towns. And here's Brunson from the arc. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. And stolen by Brunson. Towns outside. Brunson a screen on Randall. Towns way outside. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Randall can't hit.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Bridges passes to Robinson. Hart with a screen on DiVincenzo. Pass to Hart. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Robinson knows his strength, and great value is on the offensive glass, too.
Ooh, MP going to work inside.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Brunson's got 19 points.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding him.
From deep, MP. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for New York, Brunson and Clarkson are the guard set. Carl and a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards, he's checked in for Shannon. And MP subbed in for DiVincenzo. New York also changing it up. Robinson comes in for Yabusele, and it's Bridges in for Hart. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Brunson. Brunson gets it done.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
MP looking around. Connects from downtown. MP's got 44.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Gobert pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Here's Brunson. Nifty move. And he drives in, and he slams it down.
Another hoop for Brunson. Really, he's one of the most potent scorers in the league. He's on a heater tonight, folks.
MP! Oh, he misses the deep 3. Knicks trail by 4. Now Brunson. Off on the layup. Bucket! Straight in.
You can certainly see the potential that MP has working inside the paint like that.
Brunson against MP. Gobert pulls it down. Minnesota leading by 6. Takes it in. Using the glass to lay it in.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Free throw no good from MP.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Randall rips down the board. Minnesota's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Clarkson. He launches, and he nails it.
Improving shot mechanics, good height on that jumper, nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. They've led by as much as 10. MP! Oh, a silky three from MP.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
Yeah, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
It's money from deep. And Minnesota has possession. A 12-point game. For three, another bucket. Wow.
And what's another 60-point game for him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he's now within reach of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Skip